Hello and welcome my friends to The Flying Kick. I am Savino as always and today... No, seriously, what's going on? Another trailer for another beaten up based on a classic franchise? Is this the best collective dream ever? G.I. Joe, Night Slashers remake, Power Rangers, Double Dragon and now Karate Kid? Seriously, this next semester and 2025 is setting up to be a great year for us fans of the genre. This is looking like 2022 all over again and I won't complain about it. Okay, that's enough for an unnecessary introduction, so let's talk about Karate Kid Street Rumble. The trailer dropped 3 days ago, one day after Double Dragon Revive's debut, but different from that game, Karate Kid is set to be released in a couple of months on September 24th. And it's coming to all consoles and Steam, unfortunately no GOG. People really should start releasing more games on GOG, but I digress. At this moment, we don't know who is developing the game. The only name attached to this production is Game Mill, but as far as I know, they only publish games. And they don't have the best track records when it comes to games published, but that's beyond the point of this video. Visually, as you all can see, the game follows the step of Shredder's Revenge with small and colorful sprites that are very well animated, I must add. The backgrounds looks good too, although they somehow managed to show less from the backgrounds than what they show from the characters. I mean, you can see a good variety of scenarios, but most of the time it's zoomed in and all the shots are static, so I can say if the game has parallax scrolling or not. The characters look adorable. Take a look at Mr. Miyagi, he looks so cute, and the enemies look very varied. Looking at the trailer, we can see that each level has its own type of enemies with unique looks. That's something I would like to see more in beaten ups. Yeah, I know creating a ton of enemies is hard and expensive, but it makes the game feel so much better and alive. But anyway, I like what I saw. The game seems to be following the story of the first 3 movies, at least, judging by the characters introduced in this trailer, that's what I'm going with. You can see Johnny as one of the bosses, as well Chosen and Terry Silver, who are the final bosses of each one of the movies. As for playable characters, the trailer shows us Daniel's son, Mr. Miyagi, Ellie, and I believe the last one must be Yuki, Mr. Miyagi's love interest. I'm not sure, the last time I watched anything from Karate Kid was on a flashback in Cobra Kai. Unfortunately, thanks to the length of the trailer, little of the combat can be seen here, but even so, we can take something out of this trailer and I really liked what I saw. All characters seems to play differently from each other, which is a good thing to see after that Power Ranger trailer. We can predict which role each character will have in the game, with Daniel being probably the all-around guy, Ellie the fastest, Mr. Miyagi the stronger, and Yuki seems to be the one with the biggest reach. One thing I noticed, and I like it a lot, is that you seem to be able to hit enemies in the air. Sure, nothing like we saw in Streets of Rage 4, but at least 1 or 2 hits while the enemy is in the air appear to be possible here, and I'm glad it is. There's also seems to be a good variety of moves, with Ellie here being able to make a backflip to throw enemies in the air, or this aerial attack from Yuki. Another thing that I noticed is that this game will have some very generous hitboxes. I'm not sure the game will be like this, but in the trailer we can spot some moments where the player's hitbox can reach enemies far away from them. Take a look at this. Overall, I like what I saw very much. The game has a great art style, the combat seems to be good, and this is an IP that works flawlessly as a beaten up. There's a lot of similarities to Shredder's Revenge, even the specials are similar, and I won't complain about that because that game was pretty fun. A tad bit long, but fun nonetheless, and this one seems to be going down the same path. One thing that got me by surprise was the release date. The game is set to be releasing little more than 2 months, and that's something rare nowadays. Usually devs announce games years prior to its release, so it's good to see a developer not doing the same. Talking about the dev, we are still not sure who they are. In the trailer, as I said, we can see Game Mill logo, but as far as I know, they only publish games. Talking to some devs who made games by commission, the most likely scenario here is that Game Mill paid the studio to create the game and keep their names out of the promotion. We may have an idea who was really behind the game in the credits, but I will try to find this information before the release. And that's it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed this quick look at the trailer, which unfortunately had little to show. Let's hope we get another one down the line, or maybe, with luck, a demo for us to try. And what about you? Are you looking for this one? What are your thoughts about the game? Tell me below in the comments, and other than that, I hope you all have an awesome day, and remember, keep it up.